Did I just blast the mic? Okay, starting a bit earlier today. I hope you will have a nice Christmas, and then I had a nice New Year celebration. I didn't get a ton of stuff done on Hunt the Reptorians, but I've got some new stuff. So I did a play test, which was a big thing. So that went quite well. People seem to like it. I mean, it's still early days. It's still got plenty to go, but I think I'm starting to converge on something that's fundamentally getting there. So I will continue to just post these, do these. I'm going to be going basically undercover for probably a few months, taking all of the feedback I got from the play test, and then I'm going to just blitz it for the next few months, just to try and really want to get to at least 100 cards. And I've added, as you'll see, I'm calling them perks, but they're like relics from Slay the Spire. And I'm going to hopefully have like 30-50 of those as well, so you can really get some different play styles going. And when I've got that and some other improvements, I will do another play test, and hopefully it will be 10 times better, because I think as I add more cards, it gets non-linearly better. So I will begin. I'm going to start a new campaign. Probably not too much to show here that's new. So I'm just heading back towards Earth. What is new though is that there's a star map. Super simple, just circles right now. But you can now go and visit outposts. So there's colonies. So you can go and I can set course to a colony instead. And the colony is kind of like a shop in Slay the Spire. So you get little things to do on the way to Earth. They're broadly on the way. They're a little bit out of the way, but you can set course to the colony now, and it's much closer. One thing that colonies now do is that, so at the moment I can't do any shipyardy stuff, can't repair my ship, can't change the loadout of my ship. So that is something that I can do when I get to a colony. I am thinking of having it so that the colonies are like guarded by like a sort of tough sort of mini boss. And that might be, maybe have one that's guarded by a fire mini boss, or one that's guarded by a ion mini boss. They have different sort of special flavor. I can still upgrade my crew while I'm in general flight. So it's only the shipyard that's locked out for now. So I'll carry on to this colony. Skip. So I've got this Reptorian Scout, difficulty 1. I'll intercept. I'm a little bit worried there's going to be all sorts of crashes, because I've added quite a lot of refactoring of the code. Is one thing I did, and that always makes me extremely nervous. Someone in a playtest also reported a hang, and I haven't been able to reproduce it. So if I'm lucky, I'll reproduce it. It would be bad for the viewers of this, but it will be good for me, because I kind of want to root out these. I don't like it when I have a bug that's really hard to find. It's much easier when it's obvious and just smacks you in the face, because you can fix it. Anyway, let's start playing. So I'm going to lock on, get some more targeting. I'm going to just wait, I think. I could spend money on draws. Energy on draws. Do that. Okay, wasn't very useful. So he's fired at me. I haven't got anything that is... I can reload like mad, but I can't shoot. I'm going to lock on again. Invest. Save that point defense. I've got 4 redraws, so I can keep that shunt. That'd be quite useful. Could evade. I could evade 3 from this salvo coming in. So there's only 2 left on this one, and I've run out of energy in turn. So this enemy torpedo is still coming towards me. I've got my point defense that's going to take care of it when it comes. I don't think I'm going to need ion defense on this. I don't need 2 point defenses. Lights I could use to disable them. I'm just going to go for standard torpedoes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire this off. I'm going to reload. I'm going to save 1 energy. I'm going to move in closer. And that's going to sort of push this torpedo. So it's kind of like, imagine I moved closer and then fired the torpedo. So I'm actually firing it closer. So now this is close to me. I'll fire my point defense, get rid of it. No luck, Mr. Repto. He's firing another bout at me. Oh, he's trying to shoot my torpedoes down. So what I can do is shunt this forwards so that they don't get a chance. So the full salvo hits, made a nice big chunk. I'm going to reload that point defense because this is going to come in soon. And I'm going to fire another one at the same spot, although they're going to flip because I made the AI too smart. Oh, that's annoying. I should have seen that they were doing point defense this round. What I need to add to the game, put this on my little list. Got a little pad of paper here, just to note down some things. What I want to do is like preview. So when you preview if I preview light torpedoes, which I can't do right now because I haven't got any energy, but it appears here as a preview. I want to preview the actual damage to it, or the actual things that are going to be shot down, so that I wouldn't have made that mistake so easily, because that was a bad mistake really, because they're going to shoot 3 down straight away and there's nothing I can do about it. It would have been better off to wait for next turn. So they're going to strike a whole salvo next turn, so I can't evade it because it's too close, and evasion is better at longer distances. So I'm going to pray for point defense, and if not, I'm going to just back out. So I'm going to take effective command, get some more redraws. I could evade 1 and then 4. I've got 1 energy left. But I'm going to evade it, and then just hope I get point defense as well. It's probably a bad idea. I should have just moved away. Oops. Okay, mistake. So they've done some damage to me. So they do my damage to my structural integrity, which is much harder to repair. I need to be at a star dock, a shipyard or something to repair my structural integrity. They didn't do any severe damage though, so I might just leave that. Lock on again. Now they're flipping. They decided it's time to flip. I'm just going to invest in my accuracy. Now I get point defense. Let's reload that gun. Let's fire torpedoes at this side. Now can you see that the targeting means that it's much more closely bunched, so I can be a lot more precision. Let's get those guys off. Reload that again. I'll keep 1 point defense in my pocket. Now that I've got a tighter, higher targeting, it might be worth using some lights. The lights are fast, but they're not very powerful. See, they just barely touch it. So when you've got really good targeting, they can be effective. So they're trying to shoot this down again, and I'll do the same trick. I'm going to shunt them forwards, tractor beam. So now they've got big chunk on both sides, and the Larry and Slitherina aren't going to be safe for very long. Reload. Now I can probably fire lights right into the dragon's lair. So next turn it should, if I'm lucky, get one of those guys, or at least hurt them a bit. Oh, they shot a couple down. I did the same mistake. Okay, I'm going to shoot those down. And then 5 redraws, so I can reload. Don't really want the redraws there. I might save point defense again. The reason I'm not taking their weapons down is because they're valuable as salvage. And I think I can take this guy out without taking down their weapons. Although I think that one's going to count as damaged. I should make it much less sensitive. I'm going to evade this last one. Because every time they hit me, it is some sort of permanent damage to my ship. And I won't make it till the end if I let them do that. Right. Firing. Could even shunt this now. So next turn it's going to do. Okay. Captain Larry has taken some damage. He's still soldiering on there. I'll reload. All I could do is just flip to my stronger side. And I don't need to reload so much. Might reload anyway. Fire some basics. Keep that point defense for next turn. I might evade now. Evade 2 now, and then point defense next turn. Point defense. They're going to be... We've saved the... Okay, they're going to shoot it down. This is when I probably should be taking down some of their stuff. I could get lucky. I've got 7 redraws. I could get lucky and get the shunt. I can sneak in another light and lock on again. Yeah, used all my energy. Here we go, another shot in there. Oh, I vaporized Larry. That was enough to make them surrender. So, good salvage. Got quite a lot for those for not damaging the weapons. 306 matter. A few upgrades. So, I should get rid of this upgrade button because you can't upgrade this yet. Actually, you can. Yeah, okay. So, I can upgrade these things. I should probably make this only applicable in the shipyard as well. I was just implementing this today, so I haven't really finished it yet. So upgrades, only, I'm writing this down, only in shipyard. In any case, I'm not going to, let's pretend that I can't do it. I'll pretend that it's stopping me from doing that until I get to a shipyard and play it by the new rules. This is exhausting cards, probably a bit early for that thing. Increasing morale, I don't really need that. I'm going to take the exhaust, I think. Maneuvers cost less, 1 less this turn, so they cost 1 anyway, so that makes them free basically for 1 turn, for the whole turn, which is going to be quite good with a long, if you're playing long and short, if you're trying to duck in and out, it can be quite effective if used correctly. I'll get it. Just loads of placeholder art. Reloading Frenzy. It's rare. It's quite expensive, but it loads up all the guns in the gunnery deck. In fact, it's a bit overpowered, I'd say. I almost want to make it cost 3. Or make it exhaust or something. Or make it only reload all the guns, or 1 in each one or something. Let's get some ions. Maybe I should have taken the reload frenzy. Just trying to mix it up. Now, this is another new thing. So, we've got events now. So, I've only got 1 event, but I'll start adding more. So you can stumble across things. Your senses have detected the wreckage of a human vessel left drifting after an unsuccessful battle with the Reptorians. Scorch marks and hull breaches suggest it was destroyed in combat with Reptorian forces. There may be salvageable resources or survivors aboard, but investigating will take a full day. So every day that passes, the Earth gets a bit more devastated. And actually, this is something that's new as well. I have a morale in this campaign as well, so it carries over from the combat I just had, which was a good one. So I've got Earth devastation dread here, which means that when Earth gets more devastated, people get a bit unhappier. But because I had a recent victory, it's actually positive overall. Plus 3.4. Whoa! Something just fell down from my bookshelf. Okay, so I'm going to investigate. The crew boards the derelict vessel, searching through the damaged corridors for survivors or useful supplies. Hey! I was hoping that I'd get this, otherwise I would have maybe cheated to redraw. Deep within the wreckage, your crew finds a sealed emergency compartment. Inside, they find the ship's loyal dog, miraculously still alive. The skeleton, I should say that the charred skeleton, I kind of imagined that the Reptorians had sort of vaporized them with plasma or something, of what can be presumed to be the dog's owner, is found nearby. It seems that he gave up his life to save the dog. It must have been a very good dog indeed. The brave canine seems eager to join your crew. Welcome aboard, little Muttley. Let's call him Repto. So the ship dog gives me 2 morale per day. So now we get loads of morale per day. Except the day went past, so the recent victory will sort of erode over time, 1 per day. But you know, my morale's pretty high. I haven't actually got a benefit for really high morale yet. I've got it. I might add that soon. Some sort of inspired effect. Oh yes, I carry on to the colony. So this would be quite cool if I had to defeat an enemy. And I should have it so that when you arrive, and this happens a few times, there's a chance of you being detected every time, but I think when you arrive, you shouldn't have an intercept as you've just arrived. That doesn't feel quite right, does it? Right, but let's see if we can chase down this level 4. Oh, they're coming towards me now. Brave. Brave or stupid. Okay, they've got a level 2 gun here. And that seems to be the only upgrade. They haven't got any engineers. So there we go. Lock on. Good eye on them. Quite nice to do that. Maybe right here. Take out their power. You know, ion strategy can be quite good with if you want maximum salvage, you can start move closer as well. I'll call that a day. They might shoot it down. No, they're not going to shoot it down. They're going to fire thermals at me. Okay. You'll see the fire in a minute. If that ship dog's okay. Don't really know why I got adapted. I haven't really got any stronger cards. Yeah, I could get rid of some of these evades maybe. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that evade. I don't need that many evades. I'm playing quite close, so I actually want to have point defense when I'm this close. Reload. Try and take out their engines. It's not going to be okay. Make it harder for them to evade. Yeah, so unfortunately, I say unfortunately, they've taken their reactor up to 310s, which is pretty good. That's really, really good, but I haven't taken their weapons out. But their weapons are unloaded anyway, they've unloaded them onto me. Now, I've got 1 point defense. What I could do is... maneuvers cost less. I wonder if I could get lucky and get that. So I can do this. Oh, but it costs quite a lot, doesn't it? Cost 2, I just spent 2. I'm going to save a bit of energy and I'm going to see if I can ninja this. I could move away and then evade some. I don't really want to be hit by these thermals because I'm not sure I can put this many fires out. It's a lot of fires, potentially. It's a 75% chance, I think. Although one of the things one of the cards I've got is to make it. It's clear when you have the card, but apparently on here you don't see the actual effect of the thermal. Okay, let's just end the turn, save up some energy, and then shoot one shoot that. These thermals are pretty grim. Let's reload that because I think we might. Yeah, point defense. That's nice. Nice. Four. Got 2 evades. I'm going to move away, give myself a bit more time. I'm going to evade these 2. Evade that 1, I guess. What did they fire at me? A regular torpedo. Did they just reload 1? Oh, it's because I've taken their reactor out, so they're having big problems reloading. Apparently those reloading takes energy. I guess you made my abstraction is that it requires a machine or something. So I'm going to save at least 1 energy in case I need to move away again. I really don't want these thermals hitting me. Got 4 reloads. I could shunt something back. I might as well move myself back in the flow. This might be quite fun to show you. So in the but then I can't do evades. Don't want to do that yet. Reload that. Looking for point defense or something, basically. Nope, I'm not so lucky. So I'm going to use that last bit of energy to move away. Give myself 1 more turn to deal with this. They're definitely on the back foot here. Their morale's going down though, because they haven't done damage to me. They will be doing damage soon. The only thing I can do now is shunt those back. I really need another turn. Hoping I get something like a... No. So the only thing I can do is shunt this one back and evade this one. Buy myself yet another turn. Okay, I got 2 more. I'm going to spend 1 on draws. There! Point defense. Boom! And I might just take the 1 fire. Reload my point defense. Okay, so it did set a fire. I'll get Jimmy to put that fire out. And now they're going to hit me with regular torpedoes. And there's not much I can do about it. Lock on. Let's see if I can get another point defense through sheer luck. No, I've got an evade. Might as well try and evade one of them. Ouch. So I could either repair these or I could just flip and hope for the best. Oh, they fired another thermal at me. I'm going to flip and I'm going to go closer. And I'm going to fire another batch of those. I should actually try and do some damage to them at some point. Their morale's going up now. I'm actually going to get defeated by a level 4 enemy. This doesn't seem right. These thermals are getting me. Jimmy's taking a bit of damage, the room's taking a bit of damage, but it's okay. I'm going to just go a bit point blank. I'm going to start being a bit more aggressive here. I'm going to take that hit. Some more ions. Another fire. Let's get Captain to put them up. Right, reload. Let's just fire at them. If I've got a hole here, I might as well get into their reactor this time. Get rid of my other evade. I'm going to just try and see if I can get as many of these. I really want to do is concentrate it around basic point defense. So I'm going to just try and be aggressive. Okay, so quite a lot of ion damage. I've given all of their weapons a run for their money. They can't play any cards, which is nice. What are they trying to do? Flip the ship. Ah, yes. They can't flip the ship because they haven't got any energy. 6 turns without power. That's almost OP. And they can't flip because they haven't got any engines. So that's pretty good. But they've got 2 things coming towards me, so I'm going to move. I'll see if I can shoot any of them down first. Basic point defense, good. I'm going to flip. I might get Victoria to go and fix the point defense over there. Just reload that point defense if I get lucky with that. Nope. I should have saved one for moving away. Roast them up. So they're going to fire 1 thermal at me. Save that point defense for those. And I'm going to get my engineer onto that one. So I cannot fire right now. I can fire defensively. I still can't fire. I'm just going to save up my draws and see if I can get a bit of a better... I'm going to do 1 evade now, and then I'll shoot it down when it gets closer. Got basic there. Let's say get some offensive. Okay, got 2 basics and an offensive thing. Plenty of energy now. That's saved up. Shoot one of those down. Spend my energy on draws. Don't think I'm using the float. Should have done adapted or died on that. I'm looking for reloads here. There we go. Reload. Well done, Victoria. You've repaired that. Move back into here. Fire. Reload. Fire. Okay. Things are turning around. They're starting to be a bit unhappy. Reload. Let's say my reload. I don't know what I'm going to need. I can reload this again and try the ions. Why not? Here we go. Reload it. Oh, I'm going to save that reload just to see if they fire at me. I'm unable to play cards. Yeah, I think this lack of energy has severely damaged them. I'm going to start using lights. I shouldn't really be smashing them up quite so much. Okay, so even when the ion down goes, the reactor's dead. So, and just end turn now. They will surrender. Okay, it was a good haul because I didn't damage any of their weapons, so 277. And a perk. So this is another new thing. Top-notch reaction mass. Terrible placeholder image. And that's the only AI image I have in the game, and I should get rid of it before I ship. Because I'm trying to make this game with no AI images at all. And I basically expunged all AI images. They're all hand-drawn. All with this background and everything. And believe it or not, those are drawn by me in vector art. But yes, this one was one I did earlier on. Just reused it, but they'll be replaced. Anyway, I've got to say what that does. So every 3 turns, this is a new mechanic I've added, is a ticking relic, where every 3 turns it increases the energy production of every reactor by 1. When you have 1 reactor. Anyway, I'm going to skip to the next day, and we're at the colony. Should probably have a bit of a nicer view here, but eventually there'll be a sort of shop thing where you can go and get equipment, some of these relics or something. Maybe sort of get cards. I'm thinking cards with the equivalent would be training, you know, the abstraction. But I can go to the shipyard now and actually do stuff. So this is when I can imagine that I can actually upgrade my reactor. Probably not. I don't need to do structural integrity right now. Why is that looking so dodgy? Why are you so fast? Why are you animating so fast? What's going on? Anyway, what I might do is do my normal trick of bringing in a doubling that. I haven't got enough to upgrade that, so I can't upgrade anything else. So that reactor upgrade was all I get, but it's pretty good. So this is when, you know, I think eventually I'll have something like you pick up to make your final assault on Earth. You're going to need something from these colonies, like, I don't know, soldiers or something, and you can add them to your fleet. And when you get to Earth, or soldiers, or, you know, something that you need to basically go on a little round robin in all of the colonies if you want to stand a good chance of getting Earth. Something like that. So I'm heading to the next one. Oh, I've got crew upgrades. Victoria. This would be good with my ion pulse. This adds 2 projectiles to the salvo. So it's ion pulse only has 3, but I could add 2 to get 5. Okay. Let's go. Right. Level 9. It's a Corvette. If I go full speed, it will take 2.4 days. Ah, they turned around anyway. So I'll meet them head on. This is where I wish it would go automatically to dead slow so I didn't waste my precious warp fuel. Right, this guy's got shields. Level 3 armor, level 2 armor there. Bunch of little scaly Reptorians, full of those little buggers. I reckon the best way in is the reactors again. This is all too heavily shielded and too heavily armoured. I reckon if I bash this reactor enough, he'll flip and then they'll give me access to this weak armour. Or I can just bash through this one. Level 2's not too bad. Right, adapt. I'm just going to start exhausting some of the cards I don't want. Straight away. Let's get early locks. They've defended their engines as well, so I think lights aren't going to be very good. I should have saved that adapt or die for lights. I should get rid of those out of my card in my hand here. So lights are just not going to do anything against that armor. Not even worth. Just going to discard it. Okay, thermals. These guys love their thermals these days. So can you see this ticking away? So it's 2 turns. So I think next turn I get a bit of bonus energy. So I've actually gone into absolute major energy overload because I've got this plus I should produce 3 energy every turn. I should make the reactor cost even more. I think that reactor upgrade is absolutely amazingly good. Eventually I'm going to have some sort of why is she reloading so fast? All of their animations have gone up like really fast. He's still reloading at a sensible pace. It's Helen, really. Throw away. You go back. He's gone back to normal pace. She's like up the pace like for a bit. Anyway, I've wasted a bit. Her cards all moved into the discard pile now. I'm going to evade a couple of those. Can't be dealing with those guys. So now I have to actually flip the fire point defense. Reload that. More energy. So can you see I've got producing 4 energy now because this top-notch reaction mass has ticked over. That's a good one. Oh, save the replicator. You know what? I might as well fight lights. I mean, I've got so much energy right now. Good ion pulse. What are they going to do? Torpedoes. So I could do ion pulse. Do that. Take out the shields there. And I might be able to strike here. Huh. Oh, maybe next turn then. Save that light torpedo there. They're starting to regenerate their shields. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the replicator. So I'm going to flip. I'm going to go and ion out here. And then I'm going to replicate it. So you can see there's 2 salvos. There's 3. There's 5 now. I can even shunt it forwards to get there a bit sooner. While I'm there, I can pound this side. Keep that shield down. But I should shoot at the shield itself. And it won't regenerate. I'm just taking this opportunity while the shields are a bit weaker. Really go for it. So the shields are going to be down for a while with those ions. So Jack and Bart and who's that? I think Slitherina. They have many names. Any names welcome. Lock on again. Let's see if I need to get away. Effective command. Reload. They flipped. That's a shame. This is where outmaneuver card would be great, just to flip them back again. In the flow. I could go back 2 with that, but then I might as well just go back 2 and spend 2 on that. Maybe I'll save it for when I want to go back. Let's see how this plays out. Might as well use it. Move away, because it's free now. Should say 0 rather than just not being there. And I can evade. A nice tasty 3. Just to move back in again, shouldn't I? That's the way to use in the flow. Move out, evade, and then move back to where you were. No. I'm just going to get rid of this light torpedo. Evade those. Save my energy for next turn, and I can fire off a bunch of stuff. But now they flip. This side is now their reactor's the weak bit. So I can move closer, move closer. Fire. Might as well take it around. Lock on again, because the more I lock on, I've got 2 accuracy, I think. Reloading. I'm going to try and shoot those down. Have I got a pulse? Yeah, I could do ion pulse here to stop them shooting it down. There we go, so they can't not shooting those down anymore. Shame I don't have a replicator, but it was more important that they didn't shoot that down. Nice, and buttery soft. Buttery soft side. They're starting to panic. Reload. Active command. Well, I didn't know why did I pick it. I got 16 draws. Just saved that card, the shunt. And that. They're really panicking now. Maybe replicate that, give some more juice to that. Fire those. That would have been better to replicate, but you know, who's counting? Reload that because I'm going to do it so I can shoot. Use this point defense to shoot down the thermals next turn. I'm tempted to use lights here as full offensive. Heart vaporized. There we go. I should have a more varied message for when they get killed. And again, the same boring AI generated image there. Need to replace. Enhanced pulse emitter. So all area of effect attacks have 1.5 blast radius. All pulse AoE effects. So ion pulse, thermal pulse. All bigger now. Worth knowing. That's quite good. This will work well with my what's it called, the card that makes it so it's free to go out and in again, because that means that I can quickly go out again, and because this evades one projectile per turn, it's a bit like poison. Just check it in on this one. That's like if they're firing lots of salvos at you rather than one big one. Okay. This might be quite a good big barrage. Decoys are always quite fun. Quite a good tactical one. This adds more projectile, more damage per projectile. We don't pack more explosive, but reloading frenzy might be quite worth it right now. Thermal pulse, because we know pulses are, our relic works well with pulses. $200 warp fuel. Okay, go to the shipyard. So I'm going to upgrade this gun. I don't need to repair yet. I think we're good. Could add a shield. We're getting a lot of energy, so I might put a little cheeky shield there. That's not a shield. There we go. Okay, bye-bye colony. There will be more to do at the colony. Not today. So if you just star map, go to the next colony. Doing our little round robin on the way to Earth. Quite like this star map actually. I think it's added a lot to the game. Got to the colony without... Oh, why did I not get there? It's a bit of a pain here to get so close. And again, there'd be more stuff to get, but you know, there's nothing to really do at these colonies right now other than repair and... They're running away. But I'm still going to catch them at full speed. Okay, this is a big one. I didn't even check how big it was, but clearly big. So decoys are going to be useful here. And what's going to be useful is to get in and out quickly. So they're going to fire thermals. What I'm tempted to do is bide my time. I'm going to move away. They'll fire thermals. I'm going to carry on generating my energy. Get that extra energy for this turn because of my top-notch reaction mass. And I'm going to evade them at maximum distance. That's going to be nice. Don't need to reload yet. in the flow. That'd be quite cool. Could be cool. If I'm lucky. Let's save that for next turn. I think next turn could be fun. So, I've got quite a lot of energy stored up, so I'm going to do in the flow, which means all maneuvers for this turn are free, so I can now get really close. I can now lights lock on. I'm going to evade in a minute. I could do that. I could go move away, evade. Move closer. That's pretty cool. Scramble there. Oh my god, they're firing level 2 torpedoes. Now I'm this close, I can start firing. Where do I want to fire? Nowhere's nice. This looks quite... At least maybe I can take out some of their weapons if I do that. I'll save this. I should do decoys as well. They're probably very good next time. The decoys look like they're 10 damage, so they're most likely to attack that. Save my reloading frenzy. That gives me a fatigue. So you really want to do that when you're really low on. Oh, stupid. I can move away now. So they are shooting my decoys, which is good. Just carry reloading. They are just going to shoot my decoys, so I don't really need to spend the energy on shunting. I'm actually going to save my reload frenzy for another day. Huh. Put that there. It's got my eye on you, so that torpedo is going to be evaded 1 per turn. I'll save that basic point defense for basic torpedoes for when I get closer. Basic point defense I will wait until next turn. Take out whatever's left. So that's going to be evaded. Now if I'm lucky, so my decoys hit real ones. So I've done some damage to there. Now, I'm hoping that gets taken out before next turn. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to flip, crash that one. Basic torpedoes, I'm going to save those. 3 draws. Okay, I'm just going to wait. 2 fires. Of course, every one of them hit. You on that. There should be a little bit... Oh, there's a fire in here. There's a fire in the sick bay. Sophia, what cards do you have? Ion Pulse and Lock On. I'm not using those very much. You can get the fires out there. Oh man, I forgot about these guys coming towards me. Oh. This game suddenly gets very hard. Reload that. I don't want to fire at this range, really. I want defense, so it'd be nice to have. So I'm deciding what to gamble to get rid of. Well, thermal pulse might be quite fun. There we go, because I've got bigger pulses. I can now set fire to all of those rooms. That'll keep them busy for a bit. Could fire some lights. That seems a bit of a waste. Instead, I'm going to wait and adapt and die that. There we go, point defense. I'll save that for next time. Seems kind of pathetic, doesn't it, to take those out? We are in trouble. Shunt one of them back. Got point defense again. It's good. So get rid of most of the sting on that one. Oh, I could have flipped and put it onto my shield. That's 2, won't be too bad. Oh my. It's almost time to do something drastic. Not sure I'm going to win this one. I'm tempted to just fire off some stuff, just to distract them a bit. I'm going to flip, just so that the shielded side is on the side that's just about to hit me. I'm going to evade some of those ones further away. That would have been quite good to use. My shields are strong enough for that. And let's see, I think reloading friends is going to become important soon. Just fire like there's a slight weak spot there. Starting to build up there. If I find my decoys, they changed their mind and targeting my decoys. So yeah, having decoys at a long range and then just blasting them at long range might be the way I'm going here. Well, I'm going to move one closer because I can always deal with that later. And I might get my eye on one of those. Why is that not red then? It should be red. I haven't got enough resources. My guess, just for the record, is that when you move, I'm writing this down so I don't forget, moving range doesn't kick the UI to say that it doesn't, it should be, I think because I moved closer and that was the last bit of energy I had. I think that's why it didn't go red. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get this guy. Reloading friends would be quite fun right now. But I'm going to use the last of my energy and I have to move away from those bloody thermals. Replicate those, get some more on target. Let's do reloading frenzy, reload everything. Just overwhelm them. There's nothing I can do, is there? I haven't got any energy. I can't flip. I'm just going to have to take these thermals like a boss. Uh-oh. Jimmy's dead. No, Jimmy's just about holding on. Dimitris is dead. Jimmy, you're actually dead, yeah. Dead, I think he's just wounded. There we go. Just to prove I can actually lose in this game. I think that's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. Okay, Victoria's put out the fires there. At some point I'm going to make it so that more people, and you can put more people on firefighting duty. Right, in the flow. Here we go. Let's try and do this. Move closer, move closer. Ions. See if I can take some of those. Oh, I don't know if pulses from these will be bigger. But thermal pulse will be big enough. I guess for them. I should do more ion pulses as well, actually, when I get them. Bear in mind, I'm slowly increasing my accuracy. If I can take out their power, then it would be quite nice to get in there, wouldn't it? I'm not using scramble very much, although I probably need it because they're getting very accurate now. Oh, Helen is out. Jimmy, you put that fire out. Sophia's on her last legs. Where is it's Helen, yeah, Helen's wounded. Yeah. Panic. Fatigue. Get rid of that fatigue card. Actually, I think that fatigue card self-exhausts. What an idiot. Oh my god, there's about 15 more. Killed one of their crew. Good. They are actually losing some morale. It's a bit too late though. Why can't I move away? Oh, they completely destroyed my reactor. That isn't good for anybody. Sophia's down. Still a fire raging in there. Need to put out the fire before we can repair it. This is the end of days for me. Oh my god. Everyone's dead. Demetrius, so Helen, you're back. Get back to work. You are. Jimmy's down. 13 fires in here. Helen, just come out of the burns unit. I think it's basically killing them. I shouldn't make damage. Yeah, I think the fire damage is proportional to the number of fires, and I think that's causing like just insta death here. So I'm just going to accept my fate now. We should have some. They're basically going to destroy my structural integrity. Maybe I can start trying to see if I can reproduce what the hang. This will finish me off, I think. There we go. 10-6. Minus. And it's over. Sheer brutality of the Reptorians shattered your ship beyond repair. With a hollow gaze you stare into the void of space, watching the flaming remnants of the once majestic vessel disintegrate into nothingness. It's clear now you will never see Earth again. The war to save humanity has been lost. One last communication clicks across your screen. You hear the maniacal laugh of your enemy. All hail the Reptorians! And I don't know why he hasn't abandoned the campaign at that point. There's another bug there. Why was I going again? Oh, try that battle again. No thanks. It was a level difficulty 19. That's one I should have probably run away from. And in the future, it might be that I can run away during combat. But anyway, I'm going to call that a day. Thanks for watching.